I really want to know, get to the bottom of your winning mindset because we need those people like yourself that want to lift the youth up, right? And really support our little ladies and gentlemen out there coming up. So what is the thing that pulls you to it?
Oh, that's a great question. Because I wish I could, and I talk to you about this all the time. I wish I could just put my hand on just one thing that pulls me. I don't know. It is kind of like a spiritual thing, to be honest.
Well, hello there, Flawless family. Woo woo. I am so happy to see you back again. Or if this is your first time joining us, it is I, Tiara Walker Holloway, and this is Flawless Living Made Simple, Winning Mindsets. Guess what? Episode 24. Ooh, give me some more, baby. We are doing this thing. And today I am joined by our first returning guest. Woo! Now, if you have never heard or seen the episode with this young lady before, she is Mrs. Kimberly Powell, okay? Not only is she an amazing entrepreneur, self-starter, she is also an amazing mom, an author, and a nonprofit founder. And now she is back again to tell us about her newest venture. Now, let me tell you something. This lady is the definition of a serial entrepreneur. So we're about to dig into her winning mindsets and find out what is it that brings her into the children to spread all that love. Come on, Kim. Welcome back.
Woo! Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So I am so happy to have you back on the show for episode 24. Okay. I think the episode you came on was in that first 10. So we are moving along and pushing it up. How's everything been going?
Awesome. Actually, like you said, I always interested in starting something new. Always interested in resolving another issue.
Yes.
And so I have a new venture.
Absolutely. So now I am honored to say that right now we actually have one of her youth in the room for her newest venture, which is 757 Dream Village. So now, Kim, tell us a little bit first just about what 757 Dream Village is.
So 757 Dream Village is a before and after school enrichment based program.
Okay.
We open at 6 a.m.
Wow.
For before school care. And we close at 7 p.m. for after school care.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So now I know that the last time that you came on and you were discussing 757 We Care, which is your nonprofit arm of your multiple ventures, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, you guys didn't have a location. So a lot of the amazing things that you were doing with art and with performance and with helping the community, you had to spread all around.
Mm-hmm.
However, me and the kids had the opportunity recently to attend you guys' grand opening, okay? So tell us more about 757 We Care expanding, as well as 757 Dream Village, and how you're able to now provide this new program.
Yes, so 757 We Care's 2-year anniversary of being formed as a 501c3, we had a grand opening in our new headquarters. So we acquired our new headquarters at our 2-year anniversary in the Janet Office Center. This just allows us to expand our programs as far as our mentorship program. We now have a theater arts performing club. We also have expanded our tutoring services, more on our community initiatives, just so much more, right? We're able to give back more, do more, but also able to provide new services like before and after school care.
Right, absolutely.
And so we're just super excited about the expansion and just everything that's to come.
And you know what? I'm so excited because we are going to be including in this episode at the very end a quick little tour of that space, you guys. So I am going to go up there, and just like I do those amazing Tierra Around Topwater home tours, we're going to do a quick tour of the 757 We Care and 757 Dream Village spaces so you guys can see what is happening in and around this amazing Norfolk and our Hampton Roads area. So now, what is the thing, Kim, that made you say, okay, so we have mentorship, we have arts and entertainment, and we are helping these kids, and now you have the podcast room. So you guys are teaching kids and youth how to podcast and create streaming income, which we know streaming is one of the fastest growing career fields. If Kai Cenat is any kind of example of that, the type of year that he's been having, that young man, even if you don't watch him, you've heard that name. To be on Forbes and Time 100 is amazing. So to be able to offer this opportunity for the kids, and then add before and after care to not just help the youth, but to help the parents. What made you decide to take that on?
Well, I'm so happy you said not just the youth, the parents, right? Because when you think about helping the youth, how can you help the youth without helping the parents, the entire home, right? And so I do my research, and so I just noticed that there was a need for before and after school care in certain parts of Norfolk. And so I took it upon myself because to open that is quite interesting, because I had a conversation with my mom maybe like a year and a half ago, and I was telling her about me possibly wanting to teach. You know, my backstory, I used to teach kids in my neighborhood with the chalkboard, and I told her that, and I was like, you know, what if I open a child care center? Like, would you move? And she was like, nah, I ain't moving. And I just left it alone. You know how you have those thoughts and you leave it alone? And things just flowed, you know, without me even realizing it. I guess I just spoke that into existence, because when I turned around, I'm like, hold up, I just talked about this like a year and a half ago with my mama, and now here I'm actually doing it. But with the 757 Dream Village, I wanted to do more than just after school program that just allows the kids to get some homework help, but also just go outside or just, you know, do random things. Right. Some of them are not intentionally focused on allowing them to learn different things, right? And so with my program, I wanted to open the opportunity for them to be able to learn public speaking, teleprompter reading, the podcasting, also the tutoring help, because we definitely want to, you know, focus on education as well, but also creative writing, you know, using their imagination. Yes. So we're here.
Yes. No, I mean, I'm super, super proud of you. Every time we link up, you have created something new that is impactful to others. I really think it's dope. And, you know, what I'm trying to speak into existence live on this episode 24 is that we go ahead and create us a charter school, because that's what we really need. And so I am speaking it on winning mindsets, because anybody that knows me knows that I have been wanting to open a charter school since 2008, and I am ready to help you build the curriculums and to help you to open that. So as you continue to march forward in that direction, just know that Walker One will willingly be a supporter and willing to put the money behind it and help you to raise the money to open us a charter school. I feel like that our kids need taxes. I think they need to know about taxes. I think they need to know about insurance. I think they need to know, and I'm not, and everybody, you know, I know that you guys out there in YouTube and wherever you may be watching this world might not know that math and me, we're not the best friends. However, I will say that I know that so many of those financial concepts and math-based concepts that help people to actually not just attain but retain wealth. It's like when you know where to put the money, where you know, so you have these entertainment options and these things, because I find so much and so often in our community that the entertainment aspect comes naturally to us because we are so talented. And I feel like that it is almost like that is the low-hanging fruit of so many of our youth, and it is them to seek it forward. Like things like what I love about 757 Dream Village is that you guys are showing them not just about being an actor, but you're showing them how to actually produce the content that actors use, to be able to actually film their own movies, to be able to actually create their own plays, so that they can do those behind the scenes things that make them irreplaceable in the workforce of those industries. Because just like so much of how so many of our youth aim for athletics, and they may not actually make it to be able to be in a professional team, however, having alternative skills allow them to get into the backsides of those industries, the things that actually make those industries work. And they're able to make a really good living from that. And I think that a lot of times our kids do not realize that it is what you don't see a lot of times that makes the most, right? Like you think about the owners of the football team. You think about the owners of the movie studio. They're going to make more than the actors every time. They're going to make more than the players every time. So I really admire that you're willing to lay the foundation in them for their own ability to earn and to create and continue to create so much joy in our communities. I think it's dope. I really think it's dope. So I just want to just tell you that. Now.
Well, thank you.
So now, since the last time you came, you have also released a new book. So please tell us a little bit about your most recent release. I know that's been more recent. So remind people, first of all, it's 3 books. Am I right? Because you have the anthology and then the 2 solo books.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Look, I'm on it now. Okay. I checked my facts this time, y'all. Okay. I was like, I'm not gonna mess this up. Okay. So last time she was here, she had the 1 book. And she's going to remind us of the name of that and where you can get it. And then she's going to tell us about her other book, as well as the anthology that she is a participant in that is also going very well. Tell us, Kim.
Yes. First of all of my books are on my website, www.kim-powell.com. My newest book actually is a children's book, Shine Bright, Embracing You, and it's based off the play that I wrote that was performed, our first play actually, that was performed by our ACTS program, which is a program within 757 We Care, which is the nonprofit. Shine Bright, Embracing You is basically about a child learning how to love themselves and be confident with who they are, how overcoming bullying because they were being bullied in school. But that's the gist of it.
Okay. So it's on your website, and then I would like for you, because this is the part. So when you came the last time, you guys had not done what you did over the summer, and I know you have tons of people that follow you online and stuff, but let me just, first of all, let me say this. I gotta tell the people, okay? So, as you heard Kim say earlier, she does her research. Not only does she do the research, she also makes the calls, right? She reaches out. If she places a goal in front of her, she is going to accomplish it, and she is fearless in reaching that goal, okay? And I think that the best leaders are fearless. And so, just another mini thing that I admire of you. However, you were able to go and perform Shine Bright, Embracing You in Disney World. Okay? Now, that's all I'm going to say. But I want you to tell the people how you were able to make that happen with 50 people. Okay? Tell the people. You heard me now. 50 people, Disney. Tell us about it, Kim.
So it was Aladdin. It wasn't Shine Bright and
Okay, y'all did.
Okay, it was Aladdin. It was Aladdin. So it was Aladdin. We performed in Disney, and I love Tiara.
I tried
because she definitely.
I did.
She always say that I'm fearless. Okay. Let me tell you, I put it out there, and I may be shaking, but I do it. I know once I announce something, I got to do it.
Right.
So that's also the courage that keeps me going, because I won't take it back once I put it out.
Yes, absolutely.
So yes, we took 54 people to Disney World, and they performed Aladdin at Saratoga Springs on stage, and it was a wonderful experience. Okay, they also attended a STEM camp at Epcot. 54 people. Okay,
yes,
we took to Disney World. I think what was so amazing also about it is that some of the adults had never been to Disney.
Yes.
Okay, some of these families have never left the state. Mm-hmm. Let me just say that they never left the state. So this was like the first of many things for them.
Yes.
And that's the part that's so self-satisfying for me. Next year in June, we're taking them to California. We're going to Burbank, California, and they are touring Warner Brothers Studios.
Wow.
And we are doing a mock short. We're filming a mock short film at New York Film Academy.
Wow.
Yes. And we're going to come back to the Hampton Roads area and do a short film here.
Yay! Woo!
So
that's so good. That is so good.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Super excited.
Yes. Yes, that's really awesome. And there are some awesome local filmmakers here locally that consistently release short films. I would definitely connect you with one gentleman. He is a good friend of my good friend, and his name is Issa Bolden, and he just had a premiere on Sunday.
Okay.
And he does short films all the time, and the premieres are really nice. And he does videography and photography. So he's done a few of our office photo shoots. So that's somebody that we could connect and pull in, even if he comes and holds a class. I'm sure that I can't volunteer him,
Right.
But I'm definitely sure that we could find some people that are local that could come out and help with the youth and everything and give some tips and stuff like that. Yeah, I know a couple of people, as I'm thinking, like off the top of my head, that I can throw out. So yeah, let's continue to expand that vision.
Yes.
Right? And keep it going. Yep. So that's really, really dope. And yeah, okay, you did perform in Latin. I was like, I did the research.
No, it's fine. We're performing my version of Aladdin in January. I have a casting call in like 2 weeks.
Okay. And you're doing that in January?
Yes.
Okay.
Hip hop. It's called Agrabah.
Okay.
Hip hop inspired.
Okay, shucks, I can't wait for that. Now that's gonna be real cute. Okay.
Yes, I had to rewrite it and do some things. Our kids wanted a little bit of culture.
Yeah, they want a little razzle dazzle up in there, little seasoning on it. They left out the seasoning on the whole thing. And then even that one member, Will Smith, remade it. They took all that wasn't nothing but daggone. I ain't even. Anyway, so we not. Okay, so now, so the whole thing is, so now that we've talked about some of the things that you've been doing, I had said at the beginning of the episode, and then those of you that have been watching season 3, because we are in season 3, okay? And those of you that have been watching season 3, you know that this whole season is dedicated to health and wellness. So that is financial wellness, that is mental wellness, that is physical wellness, and spiritual wellness, right? And so I feel like that a lot of what you do encompasses all of those things. What do you believe is the thing that pulls you back? Now, we already know that you're a wonderful mother, and you also have another successful business that has nothing to do with children whatsoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the thing that you believe just continuously pulls you to serve the youth? Right? I mean, I really want to know, get to the bottom of your winning mindset about, because we need those people like yourself that want to lift the youth up, right? And really support our little ladies and gentlemen out there coming up. So what is the thing that pulls you to it?
Oh, that's a great question. Because I wish I could, and I talk to you about this all the time. I wish I could just put my hand on just one thing that pulls me. I don't know. It is kind of like a spiritual thing, to be honest. I think it's not just about the kids; it's about the whole family. The mothers or the fathers, just allowing them to have experiences that I didn't have or that I'm coming into, because I like to share the wealth. I feel like everybody can win. And so I want to help you get there. I'm that type of person that if you tell me a goal or you want to do something, I'm going to help you figure it out. And I may keep reminding you about it, and you may get tired of me because I'm that person.
No, I like that. I told you that on the last episode. I like that, so it don't bother me so much. But we don't talk as much these days because you is running around. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's just sharing the experiences, making sure that other people have, if I'm capable of providing somebody else a better experience or better knowledge, is just that's just what I'm gonna do. And I don't know why I keep being pulled back though, because I must be honest, I've tried to walk away from childcare. I've tried to walk away from the youth, but it just, something else comes up and it pulls me right back in. It's like it's my calling. And sometimes you have them callings and you like, why? But why, God? It's draining me.
Right. But it's like it so naturally flows to you. We recently had, matter of fact, our last guest said that he took to his career at the time like a fish in water, swimming with the current, swimming with the stream. So you know how so many times when people try to share wisdom with us, they tell you about swimming against the current. But he said it just came to him like this, a fish in water just flowing with the current. And that is a lot of times what alignment looks like, or majority of the time what alignment looks like, right? So it's like, I definitely wanted to ask you that because I really want to know, how do you feel the role of enrichment? Because all the programs that you guys provide are enrichment. What memories can you share of some enrichment programs that you participated in as a youth that changed your perspective or outlook, if any?
It's one program that I remember in school, and it was called FBLA. Okay. Have you heard of that? Future Business Leaders of America. It was that program. And what I remember so much about it is, first of all, we had to dress business casual. Every time we went somewhere with that club, we had to dress up. And so that was something different. It's not something that's the part that I remember. I remember going to different fairs and they're talking about different careers, so that stood out to me. But that's the one club that I remember overall growing up in school. Outside of that, it would be in my adulthood years, which was corporate America. They really honed in on emotional intelligence when I was a leader in corporate America. emotional intelligence. When I tell you, that's really when I started to really, I making me more self-aware of how I react, how I speak. That's why even when I'm upset, sometimes I'm able to speak professionally, and they may not know it. I may vent to my friend, but they don't know. Right. So honed in on emotional intelligence was something big in corporate America, and I went through several leadership programs. Those were the things that really just made me, I think, who I am as far as professionally and business wise.
Okay, well that is very interesting, and it always is, because whenever I get somebody on the show that has come from corporate America, I'm always so enthralled because I've never had a job like that. So I've never had a job like that. I just haven't. I told you I did. I was at a call center for a couple of years, and I substitute taught. Those are the only two jobs I've had ever, other than real estate. So you figure that, some other stuff thrown in, mind you, when the book come out, we'll talk about that. But I'm saying that, as far as jobs as an adult, it's always been, even because I started in sales at 14, so you figure I've always been in sales. And those were the only two, jobs I had, even as a substitute. They would call you, back then, they would call you on an electronic system. And if you ain't answer the phone, you ain't had to go to work, so it was never, so I've always been seeking autonomy. I think that I don't consider myself a loner, but I definitely like to work alone. And I like to, like I tell my agents and a lot of the people that I work with, I'm not a manager, I'm a coach. I like to come up with the play, give you the play, and then you run it, but we all win as a team. So it's not a thing of, and I think for me, I may have benefited from some additional coaching earlier on. However, I had good leaders around, I guess. But it still took me a real long time with the understanding how to balance, not the emotions outward, right? So not so much of balancing the emotions outwardly, but to understand, like I say on every episode, that the only thing you can control is yourself. And so once you get that understanding, I feel like that precipitates every interaction with any human person, right? And even, pets or whatever, but it's just you can only control yourself. And so once that really sank into my consciousness, my actual awake consciousness, to be able to say, no matter what happens, all I can do is control how I respond or react or behave in any given situation. It has just been such a guiding light and force for me that allows me to kind of stay calm. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely have not always been the calmest. So
you are now.
I know, but it took many years to get to this point, and another thing is establishing professional boundaries, right?
Yep.
And really knowing that anything what it is, I think the biggest thing is that when you are young, you get this information. People will say to you, you become the 5 closest people you around. People will say to you, establish boundaries. People will say this stuff, but it is about your ability to adapt and apply those lessons that allow you to navigate the world with a better self-awareness and more peace.
Yes.
Because once
heavy on the peace.
Right, because once you know and understand first that only thing you control is yourself, that you can make your boundaries and that it's your life, right? As an adult, you can change your mind. It's a few core things, right? That once you really put those into action as actionable life choices on an everyday basis, peace has no choice but to find you, right? It's I tell my friends all the time, I tell my friends all the time that the peace that I have is cultivated by choices and an intention to be in this place that I am today. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I definitely appreciate you like sharing that, because it is interesting, you know, how we come along. And I just know for me that there was a lot of enrichment when I grew up. Like, that's basically what I was saying, is that we had the band, we had all of these different things that was right in the school that you could participate in. And each of those things helped to shape some portion of you, especially if you enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like, I feel like they have so less of the good stuff like we had back then. And the clubs, you know, we had all them different clubs. Like, I just, you know, I know they have clubs now, but it's just not the same amount. Like, you remember you get your yearbook and the whole first 20 pages be just clubs.
Yes. You
know, now the kids, it's just the sports, the cheerleaders, and maybe 2 pages of clubs. You know, so it's just a huge difference in the education. But that's why we need to do our own charter school. Yep, I said it. I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right, Kim.
Okay.
I'm with you when you're right, girl. Yes. So.
Okay. She said it 2 times, y'all.
Yeah, I did.
On this particular episode.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So now, so you learn leadership through both the experience in high school and also your experience in corporate America, right? And so now creating rather your own enrichment programs, what are the things that are primary to you and that you feel are missing, that you are attempting and looking to kind of instill with this new, because the program is new, so I know it'll continue to develop. So what are some of the things that you guys have goals to kind of expand into and or to create as enrichment?
Outside of the things that we already have in place.
No, like just to even make it even more better. Like tell us a little bit more about it, like how that relates to the enrichment.
Okay, so for me, first of all, I feel like public speaking is number one. And not just, you know, to speak in front of a crowd. I mean, being able to quickly think and respond in a thoughtful, intentional way. I feel like our kids have so many electronics and as well as AI, and it's preventing their thought process, how to think logically, how to speak, how to respond, their social interactions, which is why we do have a computer lab for tutoring, but no, I need you to be able to think,
right,
and use your imagination. Absolutely. Like we used to come up with games and play them because we
right, because it wasn't nothing. Right. No, I hear you. And
right.
And the thing is that they are not being taught like the basics anymore. Like even like context clues, right? Like it's like when we say that, like to say that to a youth today, a young person today, they do not know what we're saying, and it's those things that are teaching you how to think, right? Like how we talk about college versus stopping your education before college. It's like college teaches you how to think. That's what it does. It teaches you how to be a leader.
Right.
So whereas K through 12 teaches you what to think. You know, and that's the difference. And that does not come from me. That was Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I'm not trying to forget because I watch him a lot. But he said that, and that was a great point. And I always keep telling people that because it made so much sense. Because you think about it, when you finish high school, if you don't go to school, right, which that is changing rapidly with technology, but if you don't go to school, it's like your moves are lateral up. Whereas when you go to college, they assume you know how to think. So you start up and then you can continue to go from there. So it's like a difference, you know, like a meaning. And so that's the thing. It's like, all right, you know, Anyway.
That's true with the lateral.
Yeah, no, I know.
Even I experienced that in corporate America, climbing that ladder laterally because you did not have the years, the degree, even though you knew. Anyway, that's the difference.
And could train them. But
right.
See, that's how. But that is something that was leveraged against us, which is now not as powerful, especially with all the DEI layoffs.
Right.
Right. So it's like now, and I see so many women, starting their own things, and I love that for us. And I look forward to seeing what all of these amazing Black women back in the workforce determine and decide what to do to not only sustain themselves, but to create new industry. I'm looking forward to it. See, I think they think that they fired all those Black ladies and they going to fall off, not realizing that, again, they were taught how to think. So they can think critically. And that's the biggest thing our kids are missing is the critical thinking.
Yes.
I mean, even I can say that even with my own kids and my own nephew. Shout out to you, nephew. I'm serious because I got the girls and then I got my nephew. So that's and you say something to them and they before they even get to going to follow the directions, they done already started moving because they used to things moving so fast. So they only hear the beginning of what you're saying versus the whole directions, right? Is that not true?
No, that is true.
Yeah,
that's definitely true. So that's one of the main things that we're working on at 757 Dream Village is that piece.
Yes, the critical thinking.
Yes, because we're missing that in our youth today, or we're just going to add to it, reinforce it. Outside of that, we do incorporate a lot of art and STEM.
Yes.
As we know, STEM is the move now
yes.
in our world.
Yes.
So being able, we want to eventually branch out and have a whole lab that they could be more creative with STEM.
You will.
Yes.
I know.
We also have a lot of entrepreneurial avenues that we're adding into the programs in our space. A lot of kids are interested in
real estate,
fashion. Fashion. And so we're helping them.
Help with that too.
Yes, we're helping them as far as knowing the financial aspect, the financial side to it, but also how to market, how to do their research and come up with their own brand. If the branding has the capacity, or depending on what the brand is and the logo, we're helping them make their clothing in our space. So those are some of the things that we.
Man, that is a list. And you know what? The thing is, no, but that's amazing because it's like you're offering options that weren't there before. So at the end of the day, it's like every new thing you add is because you see a need for it and see a way that it can benefit and that people will participate. Because a lot of times it's really hard to get people to participate, or sometimes it's hard to get the parents to be able to afford or be able to have the ability with their work schedules to bring it. So it's not just affordability, it's also the work schedule. Bring the child, be able to consistently bring the child. Because we have the football org, or the youth org. I don't want to say, just football. But the youth organization, and it's like those parents, they're locked in for the season, but that's 3 days a week and Saturday. And so that is a serious, those are serious commitments, especially when you have multiple kids. So to get your parents to be able to participate and to see the organization, which is still just a little baby bud, to see it beginning to bud and flower up, it's just the cutest thing, and I'm so just grateful to know you and grateful to see you continuing to grow and to expand and to be helping these youth of our community and really just instilling some amazing core values. And your own beautiful children, are a part of everything. And your partner, I just think is an amazing family-run business all together with the nonprofit, the for-profit, and all the way you guys move together. I just love it. So I just appreciate you so much, my sweet, sweet Kim. And as you guys know, all of Kim's information will be below. So that is how to participate in 757 Dream Village. They also have, hold up you guys now, you don't even got to say this, Kim, I got you. So right now, they have started this like donation thing. And she's going to tell you what the platform is, but you can donate because this is 757 Dream Village. And then you have 757 We Care, which is the nonprofit arm of the, in the bigger organization in which all of it is a part of, okay? But separate but equal. So you can donate $7.57 a month and provide what for the year, Kim?
So you will be helping us with our programs, as Tiara said, for those that may not be able to afford certain programs that we offer, but also our community initiatives. We do annual drives where we give back to the homeless. We have Christmas drives. We have a annual drive where we take everyone to DC, to the museum. So basically, your donation would be supporting all of our programs and helping us expand what we offer to our families.
Right, and you know what? So last week, I was out of coffee at home. And for 3 days, I went and just got some regular hot coffee from Starbucks, okay? And by the 4th day, I realized I had spent $20 on coffee when a 1-pound bag of coffee from Starbucks, which they will ground for you in store, was only $15. Why am I saying this? Because you have $7.57 to donate to 757 We Care a month. And once you set it up, you're not even going to think about it. And you'll just be donating and just helping them to grow this community-based organization that is really, really impacting youth and their parents, and it's not just an organization for single parents or single mothers or single fathers. It's for the entirety of the family. It is a community-based organization. And that is why we were so happy to be aligned with great, amazing folks with winning mindsets like Miss Kimberly Powell. So thank you so much for coming on again. Episode 24, you guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Yeah. So now, if there's one thing that you want to impart upon our audience, remember, we got people in Australia watching, we got people in Africa watching, we got people in America. There's one thing that you can impart to the viewer out there, Kim. Go ahead, give it to him.
Just do it. Whatever it is that's on your heart and on your mind, just do it. It's a reason that it came to you. So just do it.
Yep. And if you start now, it won't matter because the time won't pass anyway. Yep. Might as well. All right. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Listen, like and subscribe, okay? We are growing. By the time you watch this, we should have 200 subscribers. Now that means that we only need 800 more, okay? Listen, the same way that you can think of something, I just need 800 more subscribers by December 31st. Come on, help me get there.
Yeah.
Help me get there. Share this episode, okay? Let people know about winning mindsets and flawless living made simple. Have a wonderful, blessed, and powerful week. Thank you for tuning in again. Bye.